After finding a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I kind of felt bad because my perfect SpongeBob popsicle was probably lonely in the freezer. So I went out to the store and bought all of the SpongeBob popsicles so I can find my SpongeBob popsicle, a perfect SpongeBob popsicle pal. I bought the last 8 at the store, so let's try to find one. The first one, the eyes were messed up. The second one wasn't looking too bad until a piece of his eye fell off as I was opening him. As you see, it's shattered. The third one's tie was messed up. Not only that, there were a bunch of red splotches all over him. The fourth one's eyes fell out when I opened it and I had to stop my dogs from eating the gum. Number 5 wasn't too bad, but if you look at the teeth, they're just not right. For number 6, what is up with this pointy tie? Number 7 had red splotches and a lazy eye. And finally, number 8. I kid you not, this one had 3 eyes. I put all of these SpongeBobs back in the freezer so I can eat them at another time, and then I went and said sorry to my perfect SpongeBob for not finding him another friend. Good night, buddy. I wanted to be the first TikToker to own 2 perfect SpongeBob popsicles, and as of yesterday, these 2 boys beat me to it. You thought I'd give up, right? No! Now I need to be the first TikToker to own 3 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. So today I have 5 popsicles we're going to be opening in hopes that we find 2 perfect ones. Remember, we need them to look like that perfect SpongeBob popsicle painting. Number 1, the eyes were perfect, but the teeth were messed up. For number 2, these were the funniest teeth I've ever seen on a SpongeBob popsicle. He had one little baby tooth. For number 3, I couldn't believe what I was looking at, and I was very happy I captured this on video. This was a lucky one that ended up having a 3rd eye, but kind of looked like a nose. It kind of looked like a SpongeBob popsicle dog. Number 4 was looking pretty demonic with its teeth. And finally, number 5. I know that there's 2 more perfect SpongeBob popsicles out there, and they're going to be mine. This guy found 4 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. 4! That's supposed to be my job! So I went out to the store and bought the last 4 and went on home. I thought it would be a good idea if I had a good luck charm that would help me find perfect SpongeBob popsicles, so introducing to you my SpongeBob hat. Time to open number 1. Of course, number 1's teeth were messed up and he had a lazy eye. Then on to number 2. He also had some rabbit teeth and a lazy eye. That's okay though, we still have 3 left. For number 3, the teeth were messed up, but the eyes were practically perfect. In time for number 4, please, please, and his eye fell off. So I did some emergency surgery, and even with the eye, he still looks derpy. Well, thanks, SpongeBob Hat, for giving me no luck. We've got a serious problem. SpongeBob popsicles are selling out everywhere, and there was only 1 store left to call.
Hi, yes we do.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. To my surprise, they had some left. This store was 35 minutes away, so I had to make a run for it. I packed the cooler up because I knew these would melt on the way home, and then I went to the car. 35 minutes later, we arrived at our destination. As I was approaching the ice cream, I had my fingers crossed, and to my surprise, they had them. They had 5 left, and you know I got every single one. Then I went back to the car, put them all in the cooler, and then went on and drove home. When I got home, I put them in the freezer for a couple hours. Time to open number 1. This one had bloody teeth like he was a zombie. For number 2, he had some derpy teeth and some messed up square pants. For number 3, he had some sharp bunny rabbit teeth and some derpy eyes. Number 4 was a complete crime scene. I've never seen a SpongeBob popsicle this beat up. Deep breath for number 5. Here we go. As I was opening it, I saw an eye where an eye doesn't belong, and yeah, this one had 3 eyes, one located on his pants. Rumor has it that there's a store out there that may have some SpongeBob popsicles left. You know we had to go check. At first I was kind of sad because I didn't see any, but then I saw 1 SpongeBob popsicle left. This could be the one. I bought it, took it back to the car, then took 1 deep breath, and I opened it. Looking good, looking good. We were so close with this one, but once again, another failure. I get a lot of comments saying, you waste every single SpongeBob popsicle, and you're right. I throw each and every bad one on the ground. So you thought. These are all eaten by myself or my family. I still want to be the first TikToker to own 2 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. The store had 1 left. Maybe this is a sign that it's perfect. Let's open it. Well, yeah, that was nowhere near what I was expecting. Here's a profile picture if you want it. Now you know the drill. Every day I don't find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I gotta make some perfect SpongeBob popsicle artwork. As a lot of you know, yesterday I did a giant painting of a SpongeBob popsicle. Today I'm doing a little Sharpie doodle sketch to change it up a bit. So there's the giant painting, and here's the little sketch of a SpongeBob popsicle. You all know I love buying SpongeBob popsicles, and when I buy them, I just bring them home in a generic bag. At this arcade, they have a giant SpongeBob backpack for 6,840 tickets. We need to win this. I went on a speed run, starting with floppy tickets, winning over 1,000, then I went to Basketball Pro. We landed 715, then I played it a second time for another 505, then a third and final time for additional 505. Now enjoy this slow-mo jackpot on Monster Drop Extreme, where we got over 500 tickets. Then I played this Nerf arcade game, we got over 500, nice. Then on Zombie Snatcher, we got a 250, we got a 500, we got another 250, then another 250, then a 100, then another 500. I checked my card, I had a total of 7,096, we had enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the SpongeBob backpack. This is the best decision of my life, and when he's not a backpack, he's your friend. This is another day of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle, so my perfect SpongeBob Popsicle has a friend. These have been selling out everywhere to the point I'm traveling 30 minutes to buy them, but we're still getting lucky. I'm only buying 6 Popsicles today, that way there's still some left for the kids. After I bought them, I went home and dumped them out on my lap. Time to open all 6. Number 1, his eye was a little messed up, and look at those teeth. Number 2 was also having a rough day with the pearly whites. Number 3, look at those teeth. Then number 4, look at the teeth. And then I had hope in number 5, but then the teeth. But don't worry, we still have one left, number 6. Here we go. You're kidding me, right? I feel like he's looking at me for advice on how to look better. I put all the deformed ones in the freezer for later, and I had to say sorry to my perfect SpongeBob Popsicle for not finding him a perfect friend. I got another Minecraft mine kit. So far, we've got Steve and the 2 cats. Supposedly, there's a rare gold-plated creeper in every 1 in 48 boxes. I soaked it in some water and then took it out, and my friend Steve decided to help out. I started to mine with a plastic pickaxe, and honestly, it wasn't doing anything, and then Steve wanted to help out, and Steve wasn't doing anything, then I used the real diamond pickaxe, and that wasn't doing anything. But I know someone that can do the job. Hello, Mr. Hammer.
Slow-mo, 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 slow-mo. That's not gold.
Wonderful, we got the creeper, but it's missing one thing, the gold! I know for a fact I'm gonna run out of money doing this challenge. I saw a store that said TikTok on it, and I was really curious, so I went on in to see that it was a bunch of photo booths. I've always had the biggest desire to be a handsome Instagram model, so I gave them my money. They even gave you a ring light if you need it. There were so many choices, so we started with the popcorn one because I love popcorn, and we took this wonderful picture right here. Then they had this one with a hammock, and it says, "When life gives you lemons," and I thought this turned out really nicely. This one had to be my favorite. It said, "You're like really pretty," so I put the wreath on my head, and then it came with rose petals. I dumped them, and then we got this really cool action shot. I really wanted to take a picture with this donut one, and there were 2 chairs, and since I don't have any friends, I had to grab this mannequin. So I put the mannequin in a perfect position, and then I even gave her a donut on her neck, and we took this beautiful picture. Then I had to sneak the mannequin back to its original position without getting yelled at. They had this graduation capping gown, and we went over to the beach one and took this glamour shot right here. Then we finished up with this one with all these clouds. I wanted to make it look like I was flying in the sky, where we got this. After taking all of these pictures, I realized that now I am the most handsome model on social media. So today I went to Five Below only to find that they had an entire section dedicated to pranks. When I was in there, I saw a snake in a can prank, and I thought about buying it, and I did. Now it's time to open this up and prank my friend Raul. He's gonna be so scared. Hi, Raul.
Hi, Brent.
Would you like some sour candy? It's my favorite.
Sure.
Here you go. Whoa. All in one video, I'm gonna be trying to find a perfect Minion Popsicle, a perfect Spider-Man Popsicle, and a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle. Let's start off with the Minion. And as always, the Minion looks nothing like the picture. Maybe next time. Time to move on to the Spider-Man Popsicles. Looks like we got another Spooter Man with those derpy eyes. Now it's time for SpongeBob. Will he be perfect? Of course not, because he's got a case of those iconic derpy eyes. This one looks nothing like the one on my back. Well, we didn't find any perfect Popsicles. Out of all of these Popsicles, which one's your favorite? For me, it's gotta be SpongeBob. Let's give my dad a Spider-Man.
Thank you.
This is day 11 of trying to find a perfect Minion Popsicle that looks like this. Maybe today will be the day. You never know. Let's open one, shall we? In 3, 2, 1. This is what they promise on the box, and this is what you get. I guess I'll just try again tomorrow. I can't believe that this is day 9 of trying to find a perfect Minion Popsicle that looks like this. Hey, maybe today will be the day, you never know. Let's take one deep breath and open it up. What on earth is this? You are not a Minion. Expectations versus the horrible reality. Time to surprise my dad out of nowhere and make him eat it. This is day 8 of trying to find a perfect Minion Popsicle that looks like this. So far, we've had absolutely no luck, so maybe today will be the day. Time to open it. Do you ever see a little kid posing for a picture and they're forcing a smile on their face to the point they look miserable? Yeah, that's this Minion. On the box, a perfect smile. In real life, this. Why? Bad Minion. This is day 5 of trying to find a perfect Minion popsicle that looks like this. I gotta be honest, I have a really good feeling today. One deep breath and time to open. And here we go. The pants are messed up, the mouth is messed up, the goggle's better than others. But still, Popsicle, this was my expectation versus the reality. Come on! I'm still on a mission to find a perfect Minion popsicle, so I bought an entire box. Let's hope we find one. It's time for Minion number 1. He looks a little derpy. What about Minion number 2? Nope, he's got that derpy smile. Minion number 3, you're not a perfect Minion. It's time for Minion number 4. Happy, but not perfect. Minion number 5 was the closest I've seen so far, but the mouth and the goggle was just a little off. One deep breath for number 5. Honestly, we were pretty close, just not there yet. There's no more room for popsicles in my freezer, so let's give them to my next door neighbor. Here you go.
See the resemblance?
This is day 3 of trying to find a perfect Minion popsicle. Let's hope the third time is the charm. Let's take one deep breath, now time to open. This one had a derpy mouth, his goggle was lopsided, his eye was huge. I mean, this is what we needed, and this is what we got. These never go to waste. I forced my dad to eat them whether or not he wants it. Today's another day of trying to find a perfect Minion popsicle that looks like this. We've got 5 Minion popsicles left. Let's hope today's the day. Time to open it. This one was extremely far from being perfect. The mouth, the eye, the goggles. I mean, this is what we needed, and this is what we ended up with. I never waste these, and since my dad likes banana-flavored things, I gave him the popsicle. Most of you think of me as the SpongeBob popsicle guy. Well, today at Target, while wearing my full popsicle outfit, I noticed that they had Minion popsicles. I could only think one thing. What if I found a perfect Minion popsicle? So I bought them. Let's hope these don't melt and take them home. This is my first time opening a Minions popsicle, and if it's perfect like this one, my day will be made. One deep breath, here we go. As soon as I saw the mouth, I knew we were going downhill from there. This was far from being perfect. This is what we needed, and this is what we got. You call yourself a Minion? This is sadly day 10 of trying to find a perfect Minion popsicle that looks like this. But first, let's grab this, put it on, and see if we have a perfect one. Time to take one deep breath and a question. Do they make a perfect Minion popsicle jacket? Because I need that. Okay, let's see if we got a perfect Oh. Every single time they promise this, and I get this! You know what this means, Minion. You know what this means! This is day 4 of trying to find a perfect Minion popsicle like this one. This could be the day I find a perfect Minion popsicle. Throw them there, woo! But first, we gotta go ahead and take one deep breath, and now time to open it. Why? Popsicle, his pants, his mouth, his eye. I mean, you promised I would get this, and you give me this? Bad Popsicle. Today's day 6 of trying to find a perfect Minion popsicle that looks like this. So far, we've had absolutely no luck, and this is the last one in the box. Will it be perfect? Let's find out. I mean, the biggest problem with these Minion popsicles are the mouths. Every single Minion popsicle I've opened so far has a derpy mouth. On the packaging, they promise this, and you get this. A common comment I see is, Brent, you waste these popsicles. Never. I eat them, my family eats them, or I give them to my next door neighbor.
A Minion? I've always wanted one.
So I'm officially out of all of my Minion popsicles. How am I gonna find a perfect one? Oh wait, I have an idea. Wear my popsicle outfit to the store and buy more. The question is, will they have any left? Yes, they do. So I bought a box and took them home. Now it's time to find the perfect Minion popsicle. Here we go. How? Why does it look this bad? They promise this, and every time I get this. You know what this means. Bad Minion. We've got 4 SpongeBob popsicles. Hopefully it's perfect. Time for number 1. Let's open it. And a pair of derpy eyes. But that's okay, we have 3 left. Time for number 2. Here we go. And this one had derpy eyes and a bullet hole in its head. This one scared me. Time for number 3. And, of course, another pair of those iconic derpy eyes. It is time for the grand finale of number 4. This one doesn't look too bad. Looking good. Look! Derpy eyes! A lot of people ask me, what do I do with the derpy ones? They go back in the freezer for later. I eat them, my dad eats them, or sometimes the next door neighbors even eat them. The store had 1 SpongeBob mystery keychain left, so I bought it. Hopefully it's a rare one, and it looks like it is. We landed ourselves the rare iridescent fry-cooked SpongeBob. Look how amazing this is. Now I'm one step closer to owning the entire SpongeBob SquarePants mystery keychain collection. I hope it happens. Yes, I still am looking for perfect SpongeBob popsicles. I never give up. I bought 7 today, I'm opening 3 today, and the rest tomorrow. Yeah, my SpongeBob hat did pop. But that's not a problem, because we officially upgraded to a SpongeBob hat with glasses. Let's take one deep breath for SpongeBob popsicle number 1. Here we go. This one was beyond derpy, but that's okay, we have 2 more left. Number 2. Looking good, looking good. Derpy eyes. Wonderful. Third time is the charm. Here we go. Please? Please? Looking good? Why? It's always the derpy eyes. This new hat brought me no luck. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, so I just parked in a parking garage, and there's this really cool car. And I have my SpongeBob Popsicle jacket, and I feel like if I stand next to it with the jacket, it will look like I'm a NASCAR driver. Just had a great race. We came in first place. Good race, Team Popsicle.
Something is wrong with the text-to-speech feature on TikTok. Is anyone else's messed up? The voice sounds very familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. While you're here, make this your profile picture. We must defeat the Horchatas.
Something strange came in my mail. An envelope from the Horchatas. What could this possibly be? Let's find out. Seriously? A Horchata sticker? Oh, how exciting! Where am I going to put it? Maybe on my laptop next to DJ LeMay 2. How about on my phone case or even on the fridge? I just thought of the best place. Look how adorable this little guy is. Bye-bye. Hopefully this horchata makes it to the bikini bottom. Thanks for the sticker. Let's go buy some more SpongeBob Popsicles. Come on. Lucky for me, this store restocked, so I bought 5. If we're lucky, these 5 could be perfect. So I brought them home in my official backpack and took them all out. Hopefully they look like the one on my back. For number 1, I have no clue how this happened, but he had an eyeball resting on his head. Number 2's teeth were messed up and he had a case of derpy eyes. For number 3, teeth were messed up and a gumball on his head. How does this happen? We must have gotten a bad batch. For number 4, we've got another case of those derpy eyes. And finally, number 5, here we go. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my room crying.
Can somebody tell me what my text-to-speech sounds like, Mr. Krabs? Everyone else sounds like the Grammarly voice. But I'm stuck with Eugene Krabs. TikTok, please fix this issue. Me boy, Brent Television needs the original voice, but his text-to-speech voice shouldn't sound like a crab that is trying to hide his secret formula from Plankton. Okay, now let me see if it laughs like Mr. Krabs.
I just won an entire box of SpongeBob prizes, including a Spongesicle vinyl figure. Before I open them, let me show you how I won them. The online claw machine app winner added a ton of SpongeBob prizes. You know I had to win them. Basically, it's online claw machines that you play on your phone. The difficulty varies for each prize. And 2 to 3 weeks later, you'll get your prizes like I did here. First up, we won this cool little SpongeBob speaker. Second, we got What Do You Meme? SpongeBob edition. Number 3, I was so excited for, we got a SpongeBob SquarePants pillow pet. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, the Spongesicle vinyl figure. There's 4 of them to collect. Which one will we get? We got the Spongesicle with one eye, and this is really funny because about a week ago, I found one that looked just like this. To play online claw machines on Winner, click the link here. Off of this highway, we saw this random rest stop, and I could only think one thing. Do they have perfect SpongeBob Popsicles? I went right on in and went straight to the ice cream, and to my surprise, they had SpongeBob Popsicles, so I got one and took it to a table. Then I took one deep breath. Here goes nothing. Time to open it. Okay, perfect square pants, perfect tie, perfect teeth, perfect, he's got a case of those derpy eyes. We were so close with this one. To be continued. I was wrong. He found 6 perfect SpongeBob Popsicles, so I go to the store and find out that the cooler's broken. I went to 6 other stores only to find there were none left, but thankfully I found a store with one. So of course I bought it, then went on home, put on my lucky SpongeBob hat, then took a deep breath. Time to open in 3, 2, 1. I've never seen anything like it. A SpongeBob Popsicle with 4 eyes? He's supposed to look like this. And we got this. I couldn't even process it. All I could do was stare at it. I felt defeated. There's people out there finding 6 perfect SpongeBob Popsicles, and mine has 4 eyes. On our road trip to Philly, something crazy happened. We hit 3 million followers. Let's celebrate by trying to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle. All they have here is Wawa. Let's hope they have them. So I went over to the ice cream, and at first it wasn't looking too good until I saw SpongeBob Popsicles. So I got one, and then I went out to the car. Now it's time to open it. A perfect SpongeBob Popsicle for 3 million? Of course not. He's got a case of those derpy eyes. Thank you all for 3 million. This guy found 4 perfect SpongeBob Popsicles. 4! That's supposed to be my job! So I went out to the store and bought the last 4 and went on home. I thought it would be a good idea if I had a good luck charm that would help me find perfect SpongeBob Popsicles, so introducing to you my SpongeBob hat. Time to open number 1. Of course, number 1's teeth were messed up and he had a lazy eye. Then on to number 2. He also had some rabbit teeth and a lazy eye. That's okay though, we still have 3 left. For number 3, the teeth were messed up, but the eyes were practically perfect. In time for number 4, please, please. And his eye fell off. So I did some emergency surgery, and even with the eye, he still looks derpy. Well, thanks, SpongeBob Hat, for giving me no luck. After yesterday's traumatic experience of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle, I decided today's a new day. So I went out and bought another SpongeBob Popsicle, then took it back to the car. Now this could be a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of money on this series. After seeing this guy on a mission trying to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle, I decided that I'm going to be the one to find this holy grail SpongeBob Popsicle. I started my adventure by trying to find one of these SpongeBob Popsicles, where I found out these are very hard to find. I went from store to the point I was getting so frustrated. I went to every sketchy gas station you could think of just to get rejected over and over again. Then I thought of a perfect place, the grocery store, right? No, you know what they carry here? SpongeBob Push-Up Pops! I was about to take the L and go home and cry, but then I thought of one last place. I was extremely surprised when I went in and saw that they had SpongeBob Popsicles. This is it! After hours of searching, I could be the very first one to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle. Time to open it in 3, 2, 1. Today's another day of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle, so I went out, I bought one, and then I went home to open it. You know the drill. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Yes! Oh my God. After 3 long days, I finally found a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle. I could not believe my own eyes. I mean, look how amazing this is. Wow. After finding a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle, I knew there was only one way I could celebrate. Go to Dave & Buster's and win SpongeBob. If I can win him, I'm giving him away to one of you. I started with full tilt. We tilted the ball into the 590 jackpot. Perfect. After this, I went over to Tippin' Blocks and I stacked the blocks all the way to the top for 1,000 tickets. After Tippin' Blocks, I went over to Baseball Pro, where you gotta get 16 runs to get the jackpot, and I did that. So I ended up having enough for SpongeBob. If you want to win SpongeBob, all you gotta do is leave a comment on my latest Insta post. After finding a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle, I kind of felt bad because my perfect SpongeBob Popsicle is probably lonely in the freezer. So I went out to the store and bought all of the SpongeBob Popsicles so I can find my SpongeBob Popsicle, a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle pal. I bought the last 8 at the store, so let's try to find one. The first one, the eyes were messed up. The second one wasn't looking too bad until a piece of his eye fell off as I was opening him. As you see, it's shattered. The third one's tie was messed up. Not only that, there were a bunch of red splotches all over him. The fourth one's eyes fell out when I opened it and I had to stop my dogs from eating the gum. Number 5 wasn't too bad, but if you look at the teeth, they're just not right. For number 6, what is up with this pointy tie? Number 7 had red splotches and a lazy eye. And finally, number 8. I kid you not, this one had 3 eyes. I put all of these SpongeBobs back in the freezer so I can eat them at another time, and then I went and said sorry to my perfect SpongeBob for not finding him another friend. Good night, buddy. I'm about to give up hope, but this is another day of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle for my perfect SpongeBob Popsicle because I feel like he's lonely in the freezer. I went to the store and bought 2 more and gave one to my friend Sarah. I'm going first. This one was really close, but it had red all over the bottom. Now it's Sarah's turn. Here we go. And her Popsicle's eyes were just messed up. I guess my perfect SpongeBob will just have to stay alone in the freezer. This is another day of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob Popsicle so my perfect SpongeBob Popsicle has a friend. These have been selling out everywhere to the point I'm traveling 30 minutes to buy them, but we're still getting lucky. I'm only buying 6 Popsicles today, that way there's still some left for the kids. After I bought them, I went home and dumped them out on my lap. Time to open all 6. Number 1, his eye was a little messed up, and look at those teeth. Number 2 was also having a rough day with the pearly whites. Number 3, look at those teeth. Then number 4, look at the teeth. Then I had hope in number 5, but then the teeth. But don't worry, we still have one left, number 6. Here we go. You're kidding me, right? I feel like he's looking at me for advice on how to look better. I put all the deformed ones in the freezer for later, and I had to say sorry to my perfect SpongeBob Popsicle for not finding him a perfect friend. We've got 4 SpongeBob Popsicles. Hopefully it's perfect. Time for number 1. Let's open it. And a pair of derpy eyes. But that's okay, we have 3 left. Time for number 2. Here we go. And this one had derpy eyes and a bullet hole in its head. This one scared me. Time for number 3. And, of course, another pair of those iconic derpy eyes. It is time for the grand finale of number 4. This one doesn't look too bad. Looking good. Look! Derpy eyes! A lot of people ask me, what do I do with the derpy ones? They go back in the freezer for later. I eat them, my dad eats them, or sometimes the next door neighbors even eat them. Yes, I still am looking for perfect SpongeBob popsicles. I never give up. I bought 7 today, I'm opening 3 today, and the rest tomorrow. Yeah, my SpongeBob hat did pop. But that's not a problem, because we officially upgraded to a SpongeBob hat with glasses. Let's take one deep breath for SpongeBob popsicle number 1. Here we go. This one was beyond derpy, but that's okay, we have 2 more left. Number 2. Looking good, looking good. Derpy eyes. Wonderful. 3rd time is the charm. Here we go. Please, please, looking good? Why? It's always the derpy eyes. This new hat brought me no luck. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Today I'm going to mine 5 of these diamond dig-it kits to see if I can find another diamond. I put them all in a row, got Mr. Hammer out, and got to work. Sadly, for number 1, we found some rock crystal.
Slow-mo, slow, that's salt crystal. Slow-mo, obsidian, slow-mos.
And we got amethyst.
Slow-mo, slow-mo.
And we got yellow jade, so this is what we finished up with, so we're not getting a second diamond today. Well, I have no choice but to add these to the pile of uselessness. Well, I went to Target today to buy more gold dig-it toys, and believe it or not, they were completely sold out. Sadly, all they had left was 1 diamond dig-it kit, and I kind of felt bad for it, so I bought it. Yeah, I already found 1 diamond, but maybe today we'll find 2. So I took it home and opened it. Are we going to use these tools? Absolutely not. Hello, Mr. Hammer. Did I give Mr. Hammer eyes? Yes. Yes, I did. Hey, Mr. Hammer. Yeah? Do you want to smash into that diamond right there?
Well, certainly. Slow-mo, that's not diamond.
We got some soda light, which will be going onto the pile of uselessness. What do you think of Mr. Hammer's eyes? Today we're doing something that's been highly requested. We're gonna run over this gold bar with my car. If we're lucky, today will be the day that we finally find gold, and it will be in a very epic way. Now let's go ahead and take that bar of gold, set it right there, start up the car, put it in the drive, and enjoy this slow-mo. After running it over, I did a quick investigation and found out right away that it was not gold. But of course, it was more pyrite, so I'll be adding this to the pile of uselessness. If you have a unique way I should mine the gold, put it in the comment section. The store only has giant bars of gold left, so let's try to find some real gold. It was really windy out today and my newspaper almost blew away. Hey, guess what? My friend Steve decided to stop by to help. So I started with the pickaxe, then I used Steve, then I used the stupid little blue mallet, and then I used a real diamond pickaxe, and nothing was working, so we needed some help.
Slow-mo, 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 slow-mo.
Ah! It looks like we got some more obsidian. Wonderful. One step closer to owning another portal. Woo! This is another day of mining one of these gold toys until we find real gold. Also, we got a special guest today. Say hi to Sam. Now, of course, we're gonna skip on the blue tools because there's someone else that just does a better job. Mr. Hammer.
Slow-mo, fail. Slow-mo, what is that? That's not gold.
Great, more rainbow stone, which will be added right to the pile of uselessness. I spent well over $100 trying to mine real gold, and so far we've had absolutely no luck. So it's time to mine 2 in hopes that we finally find gold.
Slow-mo of them dropping out of the box.
Useless tools that we don't need. Am I the only one that thinks this one looks golder than this one? Hey, Mr. Hammer! Yes? Can you help me out with that right there?
Well, certainly. Slow-mo, that's not gold.
It's rainbow stone. Perfect. Time for Mr. Hammer's next victim.
Slow-mo.
Of course, it's more obsidian. Look at all these failures. It's time to mine for some real gold, but today we're doing something different. We're mining 2 of them. Maybe today will be the day where we find real gold. Now, I'm not going to use the plastic tools because I have something else in mind. We're going to use Mr. Hammer 1 and Mr. Hammer 2 and try to hit them at the exact same time.
Slow-mo.
Okay, ignore that first attempt.
Slow-mo, that's not gold. Slow-mo, that's not gold.
Absolutely wonderful. We got more pyrite and, of course, more obsidian. Well, lucky for these 2, they get to spend the rest of their lives on the pile of worthlessness. This is day 11 of trying to mine real gold from one of these gold dig-it toys. Say hi to Freddy. I've never wanted anything more in my life than to mine gold from one of these gold dig-it toys. Also, this is how many tools I've saved from these videos. Yeah. I'm forgetting the tools today because I got a real trooper, Mr. Hammer.
Slow-mo.
Just kidding. This is the real slow-mo. And that doesn't look like gold. You know why? It's rainbow stone. Just another unwanted piece to add to the pile of uselessness. This is another day of trying to mine real gold from one of these gold dig-it toys. Supposedly there's gold in every 1 in 24 boxes, but I'm starting to believe that's not the case. And I'm not using these stupid tools because I had something else in mind. Everything was fine until I noticed our diamond pickaxe was taking some severe damage. So I think we're gonna have to put the diamond pickaxe down for a bit and use our good friend Mr. Hammer. Slow-mo! That's not gold. It looks like we found some more obsidian. Absolutely wonderful. I guess I'll be adding this to the pile of uselessness. This is day 9 of trying to mine real gold from one of these gold digger toys. If there's gold in every 1 in 24 boxes, we should be getting close. I'm also gonna pass on these stupid tools because I'm gonna use a diamond pickaxe. A disclaimer, it's actually made out of plastic, which is why it took some severe damage. It looks like this is a job for Mr. Hammer. Enjoy this really cool slow-mo. Would you look at that? No gold, but more obsidian. Now we're one step closer to owning a real-life nether portal. Since we finally mined diamond, we still gotta mine some real gold. I stocked up at the store on small ones, but bought a jumbo one as well. Let's start with the small one first. I'm sick of using these small tools. Yes, I saved every single one. But let's use our new diamond pickaxe. My phone didn't record the audio for the mining, so I just have to make it up. Boom! Just what we didn't want. More obsidian. Worthless. Time for the jumbo one. Falling. Plop. Honestly, the pickaxe wasn't doing justice, so you know what this means. Look how accurate this first hit was. I know, right on target. Boom! Slow-mo boom! That doesn't look like gold! You know why? Because it's rainbow stone. These two get added to the pile of worthlessness.